Little did he know, the boss placed his scheme in a small box with the tracker. Upon leaving school, Xiaozhi texted him mysteriously. Right at that moment, the big boss made a phone call, and suddenly, a man emerged from behind him out of the blue. The man didn't disappoint. Drugged Orange dragged him into the car where the big boss sat, exuding a danger aura. Boss wife suddenly searched and freaked out upon realizing Orange was MIA. Just then, out of nowhere, Orange pulled a knife on her. The injured big boss was just trying to clear his makeup and couldn't fight back at all. Orange demanded the big boss let Xiaozhi go, but the boss claimed he was just daydreaming. Just when they were at a standstill, a car roared in. Unexpectedly, Xiaozhi drove in to save the day, telling Orange to hop in, and they sped into the wild. But outside, they were completely clueless about what to do next. In a fit of rage to destroy the evidence, Orange set the car on fire. With nowhere else to go, the duo hunkered down in a little motel to dodge the heat. The whirlwind of events brought them closer. Suddenly, the sound of sirens blared outside, causing the two of them to jump in shock as if startled out of their wits. Fortunately, it was merely an ambulance passing by, and Xiaozhi was delighted, grinning like a little bunny. His mental state was completely shattered, and all he wanted was to escape this dark academia. Meanwhile, Orange was equally drained. The next day, he decided to visit the boss' TV, intending to do something secretly, and slip Xiaozhi's phone into the boss' work phone. Thus, the cops can't trace them. Xiaozhi and Orange lurk under dark shadows. Just as all seemed to end perfectly, the boss flashed behind, and Mr. Stick hit Orange. Jokester learned of Xiaozhi's issue. After investigating, he thought Xiaozhi was the mastermind, so he gathered all schoolboys to cause trouble. Their standoff became a dull endurance test, with both sides vying to look tougher. Turns out these gangsters were totally unarmed and got whipped by the pumped-up students. Justice was finally served. To give the big boss a show, they called in the pros, but the students might look good. They were no match once the real players. Just then, Uncle Lai arrived like a hero, taking down gangsters in a few moves. What a great helper. Orange saw his chance to escape, but was blocked at the door by a gangster. Xiaozhi fought back, appearing just in time to shove the foe downstairs. But the big boss was right behind. The big boss yanked on Orange's hair, dragging him back, leaving poor Xiaozhi frozen and clueless on how to help. Just then, the push-goon came rushing back for revenge, but Uncle Lai sauntered over calmly. With 3 strikes, he used empty-hand karate to take out the goon. The boss was so scared he vanished. He dashed up to the rooftop for an epic showdown with the big boss. Little did he know, Uncle Lai had figured out Xiaozhi was his ultimate boss all along. So this time, he came for revenge and to repay his boss for once saving him in a pinch. As soon as he hit the rooftop, the big boss gave him a surprise attack, shoving a metal rod into his gut. In immense pain, Uncle Lai began to fight back, throwing relentless punches at the big boss. Soon enough, the big boss was on the ground, but Uncle Lai wasn't finished yet. He was set to deliver a stunning finale. Out of nowhere, the big boss pulled out a knife and delivered a classic backstab. Even so, Uncle Lai grit his teeth and continued his assault until the police finally appeared. Uncle Lai and the big boss were already done for, both turning into ice-cold corpses. Like 2 fading stars. To solve the case, cops ran around and found the mob boss phone location, leading them to the school club office. They discovered that the big boss had sent money to track Xiaozhi. By the time Xiaozhi found out, it was all too late. The couch money was gone, seized by police, and news spread fast among students. Sumin recalled past events, suspected Xiaozhi was the mastermind, and confronted him. Xiaozhi, unable to hide, confessed everything. He never knew Sumin recorded it all, leaving him stunned. An embarrassing moment indeed. Immediately got into a heated argument, and in the chaos, Sumin slipped and tumbled down the stairs, leaving her blooded. Xiaozhi, expressionless, took the phone, leaving her on the icy steps. The situation was now out of control. Back home, Xiaozhi collapsed completely, mind in chaos. Only Orange could help, so he called in extreme fear. Left with no options, their only plan was to cut and run out of the country before the cops caught wind. Xiaozhi hurriedly packed his bag, but when he opened the door, lo and behold, there stood the jokester. He was in the know about everything and was there to have a life-or-death showdown with Xiaozhi. Just as Xiaozhi prepared to retaliate, Orange suddenly emerged, delivering a swift kick to the head. At this point, the jokester was raging, grabbing a pair of scissors from the table as the duel reached its peak intensity. Orange swung a flower pot at the jokester, then helped the battered Xiaozhi, and they hightailed it outside together. They barely made it to the stairs when Xiaozhi plummeted to the ground, urging Orange to flee because he could no longer move, but Orange wouldn't abandon him. They sat there together in silence, savoring their quiet moment. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more thrilling moments.